Welcome to the Acne Beautiful Revolution, where sustainably clear skin begins and we put the power back in your hands. It sucks to feel powerless in anything in life, and acne can make you feel really powerless at times. And what does it mean to feel powerless? Basically, we're talking about a feeling of a loss of control. When you feel like you don't have control over something, you can feel powerless to it. Now, that can be okay. You can surrender to the journey in the process. But we also want to feel like we are in the driver's seat to some extent when it comes to the journey of clearing our skin from within. So hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Morgan Elizabeth, and yes, I am the creator of Acne Beautiful. I love Acne Beautiful. I love skin. I love acne. I love nutrition. I love acne positivity. I love energy. I love bringing it all together. And now I love sharing it with you guys. So I've had this channel for just a little bit over a year. I haven't done as many videos over the past couple of months because I've been very busy with other things that have taken a lot of my time and attention. But it is, they were not efforts done in vain. They were actually efforts to help me be able to spend more time doing what I love, which is this. And the point that I'm at in my own Acne Beautiful journey, Acne Beautiful started with me from a very personal place, you know, when I was clearing my skin from within. Then I became a certified nutritional health coach, and I wanted to develop a program to clear your skin from within. Now that's something I worked on for a long time as well. Now I'm at the point where the Acne Beautiful journey for me is sharing the message in a bigger way with the world. And I truly believe that whatever your message is, whatever your passion is, whatever it is that you want to share with the world, there's no better time to do it than now. And I believe there is an audience out there for everyone. Think about how many people are on this earth. Billions of people. That's a lot of people. Think about how many people you come in contact over your lifetime. How many people you know, right? How many people are in your circle, in your network? That is a fraction of the population of this earth. So take that another step further. Think about how many people you would actually need to create a following, to create a mastermind program where you can share ideas, where you can build a community, where you can help others in a way that is satisfying to you and helps other people relate to their own experience, to what they're going through in some way by relating to you, right? So sharing that message. You do not need a huge following to make a difference. Now there's one thing that you can do for me, and this is something that I always do for others. I'm a big believer in subscribing to channels that I find interesting, even if it's just something I want to be able to catch here and there. I really like to like the videos that I like, because I have noticed something that, you know, people that I do follow, I'll see videos with tons of views, but not a lot of people taking the time to like a video, right? That can make a big difference as well. If you share this with one person who you think it would resonate with, that's all it takes. And if it makes a difference in their life, if they do resonate with it, then there's something to be gained from that. If it doesn't, nothing lost, right? So if you are returning to this channel, I know I only have a few subscribers at this point, and that's okay. That's perfectly fine. I trust in that energetic process of me putting my work out into the world in a passionate way that's enjoyable to me, so that, you know, it naturally can find its audience. And at the same time, I also appreciate the way that the algorithms work, the way that the internet works, and I am not opposed to using them to create the flow that needs to happen in order to reach the people that you want to reach. So, like I said, please feel free to share, like, subscribe, any of the above. All are really good. Just one person, if there's just one person that you think would resonate with this material, great. So today, I want to get back to some basics. Now, if you've watched any of my Acne Beautiful videos, you know that the basis for healing your skin from within starts on an energetic level. I'm always talking about laying that energetic groundwork, that energetic framework. Then we build upon that. That is when doing the other things makes a difference. That is when changing your diet, you know, adding in nutrient-dense foods makes a difference. That is when using different topicals that I have researched through and through, and I have the best ones out there. That is when those make a difference. That is when taking the best supplements, and I know what those are too, that is when those make a difference. That is when using certain herbs makes a difference. Bam, bam, bam. And those things become fun when they are working better because you have a solid foundation. What happens, we all know this analogy, what happens to a house when the foundation isn't solid? It crumbles, it crumbles, it crumbles. Same thing with clearing your skin from within. You need a solid foundation, or nothing else will be able to withstand the tipsy-topsy, tumultuous, challenging journey of clearing your skin. Some of you out there may get lucky and just hit a little blip with acne and boom, you're through it. Many people are not that fortunate. Acne is complicated and it's personal to everyone, and yet there are also some generalized underlying factors, both energetically and otherwise, that we can apply to each and every one of us. And figuring out that path to your clear skin is what I'm here for, because it can be super challenging to try and navigate that journey alone. There are so many trials and tribulations along the path that having somebody to work with can really help just knock down some of those hurdles that you don't need to go through. It can take a 7-year journey and make it a 3-year journey. It can take a 20-year journey and make it a 10-year journey. It can take a 5-year journey and make it a 1-year journey. It can take, you know, whatever. It can bring your journey down to 6 months. It's different for everybody for a lot of different reasons. We are all different humans on a physiological level, on an emotional level, and also the stage that you are within with your acne. So, you know, how long have you been dealing with it? What type do you have? How much has it affected your life already? Is there a genetic component? There is so much. So I really, really encourage you, if you are struggling with acne, to find that community support, because it's going to help you create the best journey for yourself, and you are going to figure out not only how to clear your skin sustainably and keep it clear, you're also going to figure out why the hell you're dealing with it and what value it can add to your life. Super important. All right, so let's get down to it. Shame, very basic emotion. Shame, I've talked about it in different ways in relation to acne. Limiting beliefs. If you haven't watched my video on limiting beliefs, go ahead and watch it. It's really useful. But today I just want to get down to the basics again. I want to talk about basic human emotion, shame, and acne. So I want you to ask yourself this question. Think about it. Sit with this question. Think about it for the rest of today. Go to sleep with it and see what answers come to you, right? Because maybe you never thought about your acne from an emotional standpoint before. Do you have skin that broadcasts what is true for you? It's kind of like, you know, when people say wearing your heart on your sleeve, wearing your emotions on your sleeve. It's not the same as that, but the emotional component to acne means that whatever is true for you in terms of the emotional aspects of acne that make it come to life for you, bring it to life for you, where you see like cycles of acne in your life where it flares up and then calms down. What's going on underneath the surface in your life emotionally? Do your emotions broadcast? Does your skin broadcast what's true for you emotionally? Probably. It's like your emotions announcing themselves through your skin. The doorway to beauty. Where is the doorway to beauty? Where is it? We're talking about, on some level here, even though we're talking about acne and we're talking about clearing your skin, clearing our acne, we're talking about growing your soul. We're talking about who you really are. So where's the doorway to beauty? Where does that doorway lie? Where is it? If you look in the mirror, you probably think it's right here, physically, on your skin, through your skin. And yes, there's absolutely truth to that. Some days when you look in the mirror and you see your reflection coming back at you, you're gonna like what you see, and some days you're not gonna like what you see. And that, to you, is a reflection of your physical appearance, of your beauty, of how you like or dislike how you look, whatever words you want to put with that. But that's not the true doorway to beauty. The true doorway to beauty is our soul. Through healing that part of our soul that feels unheard, unseen, that has some lower energetic emotions that are blocking it, getting in the way from being that true version of yourself, that doorway to beauty, that true reflection of who you are, it's blocked. It's not shining through at the highest level that it can and that it deserves to, because that's you. And because of that, you may not truly like, at all times, the reflection coming back at you in the mirror. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with this. We're not making something right or wrong. We're just taking a look at what we see, what we feel. So if the doorway to beauty is through our soul, but we see the doorway to beauty through our skin, we have to tell ourselves this first. We all have beautiful skin, right? We all have beautiful skin. When do we have beautiful skin? We have beautiful skin when we're born. We have beautiful skin now, no matter what your skin looks like at this moment. But let's talk about when we're born. We have beautiful skin when we're born. Unbroken, unscathed, holy, pure, and one with everything. We're one with everything now, but we are really one with everything when we are first born. Sometime later in society, sometime later in our life, society begins dictating. This is just a natural process. It's what happens as we become indoctrinated into the world, into the society that we live within. So sometime later, society begins dictating to us what beauty is. We all know what this means. We all know about social media, magazines, television. We know what it means to have beauty dictated towards us. Everyone is beautiful. And we all know this. We all hear it all the time. And with your skin beautifully shining clear, which it can and will, and I need you to believe that, glowing radiantly, your natural human beauty, that soul level beauty, your natural human beauty, who you are as a person, gets to shine through. And that's truly special. And there is no getting away from that energy. It's so powerful. It's an attractor. It's a major attractor. And I'm not talking about just attracting somebody from the opposite sex or the same sex, whatever it is that you are looking for. I'm talking about being an attractor. Attracting things into your life that you want. All of the things in your life that you want, that you desire, the goals that you have, everything. You become an attractor for all of those things. So clearing your skin from within is way bigger than just having clear skin when you look in the mirror. We want to become attractors to everything that we want. And attracting that clear version of your skin is another byproduct of it. So, when that happens, you are lit up. You are actually lit up from the inside out for the world to see. And nobody can deny it. It's undeniable. And it's a great feeling. Because this is where you not only find and feel your true beauty, but also your true sense of self-worth. It's not through your clear skin, it is through being you, through feeling connected to who you are, to allowing that part of your soul to shine through. Clear skin is a byproduct of that. Even though that's why you're here, because you're dealing with a physical affliction called acne, it's a byproduct of the rest. And everything else that you get out of this is so much bigger and so much better. And you get clear skin. With clear skin, right? So then we get to clear our skin with that clear skin. Because this is all happening all in one big holistic integrated mechanism. With clear skin, because you've done the rest of the work, there are no obstructions or illusions to stand in the way of your soul shining through. And when your soul shines through, you are an attractor. You get all the things in your life that you want. Things come to you. Opportunities show up. Things get easier. Life is good. Isn't that what we all want? We all want to feel good in life. We want to feel happy. We want to feel free. We want to feel ease, joy. That's what we all want. So acne, on a fundamental level, on a fundamental energetic level, has to do with shame and guilt. Think about that for a minute. Shame and guilt. These are two very basic, low-level emotions. Shame. We shame, right? We shame children for doing something wrong, for being bad, for being themselves, for acting out. We feel guilty as adults. We feel guilty We feel guilty for wanting clear skin. We feel guilty for wanting money. We feel guilty for buying the things that we want or like. We feel guilty for different things. What do you feel guilty for in your life? Even if you push it away, what do you feel guilty for? Most of us on some level feel guilt at different times in our life. What do you feel guilty for? What have you felt shame about? I want you to ask yourself this. These are two very, very powerful, basic, low energy emotions, and they are nothing but destructive. Nothing but destructive. They have no place in our lives. No place in our lives. Every time you have to step out into the world with a spackled face full of makeup, or feeling ashamed of your skin on some level, or wanting to avoid the sun because, or bright lights because it just illuminates everything that you do not like, or thinking to yourself that you don't deserve someone as attractive or more attractive than you as a partner, as a lover. These thoughts, even if they're not conscious, they induce shame. Every time it's painful, even a little painful, to look in the mirror, shame. And that's okay, but this is what we're working through. This is what we are doing. This is why we're laying the foundation for clear skin, the Acne Beautiful Foundation, so that it doesn't crumble underneath us. We must acknowledge and care for these emotions. We have to let them in and tell them they are safe, because they're coming from a very basic level of need. They're not coming from nowhere. They're coming from a basic level of need from your earth guide only, which is your ego. And your ego wants to protect you and keep you safe. And that's okay. So we need to acknowledge these emotions, we need to let them in, and we need to tell them that we are safe. And we can talk to them. We can talk to the emotions. We can find out by touching our body which part of our body that we feel them most in. You know, I feel negative emotions most in my chest. Where do you feel the emotions? Talk to them. Tell them, it's okay. We're safe. I got this. I got you. I got you. Once we do that, true healing can begin. So, if you're here for the Acne Beautiful journey, if you've been here before, if you're tuning in now, we are taking this journey together. It's a multifaceted approach, like I've told you, to healing your skin from within and keeping it clear through this very solid foundation that we've laid, this energetic level, solid foundation, through nutrition, through movement, through emotional release, hands-on healing, and love practice. Practicing love for yourself, for others, for the world, for the universe, for your soul. You, this is my promise to you, you will become, this is a byproduct of it all, a more vibrant, radiant individual, attracting. Remember I said you become an attractor. It's like you're a magnet. Attracting attention, abundance in all areas of your life. So-called miracles become an everyday occurrence. Coincidences become an everyday occurrence. These just become the facts of life. So let's go. Let's step into this energy. Are you ready? Are you coming with me on this ride? There are a couple of little affirmations that you can use to help get yourself into this mode. One is, I am ready and willing to receive. I am ready and willing to receive. Another one is, I am worthy of receiving. I am worthy of clear skin. Now, before I wrap this up, let me make this bigger. Okay, that's kind of bigger. Before I wrap this up, I have one more note on shame and acne. Acne Beautiful. So these are some action steps that you can take, right? If you haven't watched the videos that I have on tuning in to a future version of yourself with clear skin, go ahead and watch that video after this. Watch the limiting belief video as well, and I will tag them so that they come up at different points. First things first, you can tune in. You can practice tuning into the frequency, because remember, frequency, energy, shame, guilt, these are lower level emotions. They have a lower vibration, they have a lower frequency, they are lower energy. So you can tune in to a higher frequency simply by focusing on like those two affirmations that I just said, making up your own affirmation, doing some different meditations where you can focus on things that you're grateful for. You tune into higher frequency emotions like joy, like gratitude. Believe it or not, this simple practice that works for so many things in our lives is the first step, because as you tune into a higher frequency, you can tune into a future version of yourself without acne as well. You can see that picture of yourself in your mind's eye. And you can do that by first acknowledging in your mind that that version of you does in fact exist. If you've never seen that version of yourself before, you need to trust that it exists. And I promise you, you're going to get a glimpse of that version of yourself in your mind's eye. And then at some point in the near future, you're going to get a glimpse of that version of yourself in the mirror. And it's going to be like a taste. And you're going to need to savor that taste, and you're going to need to hold on to it and run with it. Because the journey of acne, like I said, it ebbs and flows, it has ups and downs. You will need to trust that that version is always going to get better and better and better, clearer and clearer and clearer along the way. Okay, so you first acknowledge that that version of yourself does in fact exist. Because you cannot create it. You cannot create it if you cannot step into that life path. So you have to first acknowledge that that version of yourself does in fact exist, that that version of you is out there, that that version of you is real, tangible, and within your reach, within your grasp. It is within your reach. Tell yourself that over and over and over. Some of the ways that you can begin to do this is by visualizing in your mind's eye. Visualize yourself with clear skin. Visualize yourself with clear skin, doing something every day and normal with your clear skin. See that version of yourself and what you look like with clear skin. You've probably had clear skin before. When was the last time your skin was clear? You can go back to that image of yourself. You can project it forward into the age you are now. Was it a year ago? Was it 5 years ago? Was it 10 years ago? When was it? Next, you can begin taking actionable steps. this is where the action comes in, because you can't just focus on the visualization only. You can begin taking actionable steps to consistently step into that lifeline. Okay? So the first part of Acne Beautiful, step 1, where the work you do in your mind is the most important foundation to set. It's where we begin to bring in the actionable steps, that the things like the nutrition, the supplements, the topicals, the herbs, the education. This is where the positive self-talk and the positivity, acne positivity, this is where these things come into play, right? So they work better once you have laid the foundation, that energetic foundation, and you've done the visualizations. The actionable steps, changing your diet in different ways, using different nutrition protocols, experimenting with taking things in and out of your diet to see how your skin reacts. And you can check out my hormone videos, because there are lots of different foods and things that we eat that affects people's skin differently and for different reasons. Okay, so I really want you guys to get an understanding of that too. Then those things, those nutritional elements, the supplements, which are going to be sometimes overlapping for some people and then sometimes a little bit different for other people. Topicals, and like I said before, I have researched the heck out of topicals. I know I have so many really, really good ones, but this is when these things start working better. Those actionable steps work better. You need to have that foundation first, though. Okay, and lastly, as you do this, you have to acknowledge when your outer intentions for clear skin begin to show up in your life right now in small and bigger ways. For example, if you make some dietary changes, let's say you take dairy out, and you see some improvement in your skin, whether it's small or big, whether the improvement is temporary or permanent, whether it makes a lasting impression or not, you need, at that time, this is an absolute must, you need to acknowledge the outer intention of that change occurring. This is extremely important at this stage. Otherwise, you will become disillusioned with your intention and stay in the mind only. You will begin to believe that it is not true for you, that you cannot do it, that you cannot achieve it. So making that crossover between, okay, I've done the visualizations, I'm working on my negative emotions, I'm raising my vibration up, I have the visualization, I believe there's a version of myself out there with clear skin. Now I'm going to take some actionable steps. I'm going to do some of the things that I've learned through Acne Beautiful that include dietary changes, adding in supplements, different herbs, topicals. This is where you can come to me and I can coach you on some of these things. And I'm going to continue to get videos out there with this information, but it's not all out there yet. And my pockets run deep on this stuff. This is where you can get that information in a one-on-one. And then you can employ some of those actionable steps. So like I said, watch the video on hormones. Maybe dairy is something that you need to take out. Maybe sugar is something you need to take out. Maybe wheat is something you need to take out. Maybe zinc is something you need to add in. There are so many things. Maybe your hormones need to be checked. There are so many different elements. Whatever it is, when you start taking these actionable steps and you see some change, whether it's big or small, whether it's lasting or temporary, in that moment, when you see the change, let's say you look in the mirror one day and you're like, wow, I see a slight improvement. You need to acknowledge that change in that moment. Because if you do not, everything that you are doing stays right here in your mind, and it doesn't translate into the physical world. You're trying to translate it into the physical world. You're trying to translate it into the clearest version of your skin. Sustainable, clear skin for you. And this is how you do it. I promise you. This is how you do it. So take a deep breath. Throw on your rainbows and watermelon shirts. Sometimes it's fun to dress like a spunky kid. There was a, what was that? Punky. What the heck was that show? So I was born in '84. When I was a kid, Spunky Rogers? I don't know, I gotta look this up. But there was a show with like the cutest, spunkiest girl. I swear Spunky was in that name. And Pippi Longstocking too. I think some of these had like a lasting impression on me. And when I have to wear like my mundane crap all the time, I cannot wait for those days when I get to just dress like it feels inside. Rainbows, watermelons, unicorns, funky pigtails, red lipstick. Oh gosh. Alright guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, Acne Beautiful. This is the Acne Beautiful Revolution. My name is Morgan Elizabeth. I have one-on-one coaching available. Please feel free to contact me. My website is acnebeautiful.com, but it is, I was building it myself through WordPress several years ago, and that's a lot of back-end work, and it never fully got to the operational level that I wanted it to be. It's there. My Facebook page, Acne Beautiful Complexion Coaching, and this YouTube channel. So please follow me, like, subscribe. More videos are coming. The more people I see that are liking, subscribing, the more energy it gives me too. There's that translation into the physical where I keep going. But in the meantime, if you need any one-on-one support, I have plenty of plan options to find what's right for you in terms of time, finances, energy. So I'm here for you. Just like I've been here for me, just like I'm here for me. I'm here for me, I'm here for you. If I'm here for me, I'm here for you. If you're here for you, you're here for me. And that's a relationship. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have a wonderful, beautiful rest of your day. I am going to change into my bathing suit and head out to the lake and do some floating and reading and chilling because it's been really busy, hot, hectic. I've been in some very trying situations lately. I'm just so glad to be here right now with you guys and myself. Bye for now.